So we'll work out all the lower body and get going. And that is really annoying. Can you see me in amongst this whole, that alright? Perfect, cool. I will go to one side of it. Nice and light then to begin with. I'm just going to twist round. Just start warming up the back. Let people in. Good. So a little stretch around. You move your arms up and down. You should feel it slightly different places in the spine. Just get a nice bit of a twist out. Good morning, guys. Just warming up, so jump in whenever you're ready. We're going to go for our arms now. So we're going to go one way forward, one way back. Nice big deep breaths as you do it. Just open up all the shoulder blades. Good. Couple more. Good. And relax there. Hands are going to go on the lower part of your back. You're going to squeeze your elbows together. And just take in some nice big deep breaths. So straight in from your nose. And out from your mouth. Just squeeze as much. If you want to have a little bit of a forward lean on it, you'll hit a little bit of your lower back as well. But nice big deep breaths. So just open up all the chest, a little bit at the back. Good, and relax there. We're going to move on to the hamstrings now. So it's up onto your toes, down, we're trying to touch the floor, and then back up again. So each time you go down, you might feel like you can get a little bit closer to the floor. All you want to do is just wake up the hamstrings this morning. So just nice and gentle, whatever your body kind of allows you. Good. When you get onto your next one, we're just going to hold that stretch. So bend in half, let your arms hang, or grab onto your elbows if you want to. And just hopefully let your lower back have a little bit of release. Try and keep your legs nice and straight. And we're just going to wake up the back of the legs. Good. When you're ready, nice and gently, back up to standing. Take your time, and we're going to do the same thing but with our squats. So right onto your tiptoes, down, squat down to where you find it comfortable, have a pause at the bottom, and then back up to the top again. The same again, if you can get a bit lower, aim to get a bit lower. Try to keep the heels on the ground, trying to widen up the hips, wake up the hips. Good. On this next one, you're going to hold that squat. So when you get down to where you find it comfortable, have a pause. And here, if you just rotate out your knees, use your elbows to push out, you should feel it all in your inner thighs, all in the groins. Get a little bit of rotation going on. And same again, when you're ready, nice and gently back up to standing. You can shake it out. Have a breather. Alright, we're going to dive straight into it with our sun salutations, which are going to warm us up a little bit more. So we are going to hold our downward dog for a little bit longer today. So when you're ready, grab your space, whether that's the front of the mat, wherever you need to. And we're going to start either arms by your side or up in the air. As you take a breath in, we're going to go down to fold. Exhale, look forward. Inhale, step back into your press up position. And from here, nice and slowly lower yourself down till you reach the floor, where we're going to lift our chest into cobra. And as you inhale into that downward dog, trying to get your legs nice and straight and heels on the ground if you can. And we're just going to hold this pose. So nice big deep breaths in, out. Good. On your next inhale, we're just going to deepen that stretch slightly. So as you breathe in, we want to straighten out the legs, trying to drop the heels, or just try and make it a little bit deeper. We're going to wake up the back of those legs and the hips this morning. Good. And we're going to come out of that one. So down into your crouch position. Inhale, step forward. Exhale, down to fold. And as you inhale, back up nice and tall in our start position. Good. And relax there. Shake it out if you need to. And we're going to move on to part B now, which is a slightly longer one. And again, we're going to hold that downward dog. So starting in our chair pose, squeezing all the quads and the hamstrings. Arms up above your head if you fancy a bit of a challenge. As you inhale in, we're going down to fold. Exhale, look forward. Inhale, step back into your press up position. And same again, nice and slowly. Lower yourself down. When you reach the floor, lift in our chest into cobra. And as you inhale in, into that downward dog. And this time we're going, right foot's going to step forward. Left foot's coming in your 45 degrees. I'm going to stand up nice and tall into our warrior pose. With a bit of a straight line from our back leg to our toes. Good, and we're going to find the floor of our hands, so we're going to reverse it. When you're in this position, step backwards, back into your push-up position, and down we go again. Nice and gentle. You reach the floor, lifting our chest, and as you inhale, back into downward dog again. And this time we're going left foot stepping forward, right foot in your 45 degrees, and nice and strong up, as tall as you can be, pressing the heels into the ground, working the legs a little bit. Good. And one last time, we're going to find the floor of our hands. Step back into your press up position, and down we go again. When you reach the floor, lift in your chest. As you inhale into that downward dog. And really get those legs nice and straight. Try and get the heels down. And we're going to hold it here. So nice big deep breaths in. Good. On your next inhale, we're going to deepen that stretch. So really try and straighten out those legs. Shoot the hips up into the sky. Good, and we're going to relax there. So down into your crouch position. Inhale, step forward. Exhale, down to fold. And as you inhale in again, finishing in our chair pose, nice and strong. Perfect. And relax there. Shake it off, grab a drink if you need to. Our hips should feel a little bit more awake this morning. Perfect. So we're going to do a little bit more work now, and we're going to split up the balances into balance, a little bit of work, and then we'll do another balance. So we're going to do our aeroplane balance, but we're going to go through a few different reps with this one. So how this starts is we're going to go right leg is going to come in, and we're going to start by hugging that knee. So from here, this is where you want to get your balance. Really try and root that left foot into the floor. When you're feeling confident, we're going to let go of that leg. And all we're going to do is we're going to hinge back, the leg's going to kick back, chest come down, arms up. Good, and then we're going to return back to that position again. So we're going to come back in, holding the leg. And we're going to repeat that a couple of times. So we're going to do a few reps on it. So we're going to work that left leg. So same again, let go of that leg. We're going to hinge back again. Chest go out, arms above your head if you can manage it. Trying to get a nice straight line. And you should feel that left leg really working. Inhale, back into your central position, hugging in that knee. I'm going to go one more time. So let go, hinge at the hips, out nice and strong. Oh, try and keep your balance. Good. And relax there, so back into that middle position, hugging that knee, and relax. So we're really working that opposite leg, all the glutes and hamstrings. Opposite direction now, so the left leg's going to come in, and we're going to do exactly the same. So from here, catch your balance, try and root that foot into the floor as best as you can. When you're feeling confident, get rid of that hug, and we're going to hinge, drop our chest, straighten out that leg, try and create a nice straight line if we can. Really working the right leg this time. Good. Back up to your middle position, hugging that knee again. So staying on that one leg. And when you're ready, off we go again, kicking back, dropping the chest, trying to stay nice and strong. Good. Back to your central position again. Hugging that leg. And one last time. Off we go. Hinging down. Nice straight line. Stay nice and strong. Try and work those muscles. Good. And back to the middle. Finish up by hugging that leg. And let it go. Shake it out. That one is far more challenging than it looks. But nice. Grab a drink if you need to. We're going to move on to a bit of posing, and we're going to do a triangle and reverse triangle next. So feet slightly wider than your shoulder width apart. We're going to go right foot facing outwards. Left foot is going to come in that little bit. Hips are staying stacked where they are. Arms out to your side. And as you breathe in, we're going to go down until our right hand touches our right leg. And same as usual, if you've reached by your knee, that's great. If you can manage to get all the way down to your toes, find the stretch that's comfortable for you. And then when you're ready, we're going to turn, twist, and look at the left hand in the sky. Nice and strong. Keeping the legs and the hips nice and straight and stacked. Good. We're going to relax there, so back up to standing. And we're just going to reverse it the opposite way. So left foot's coming out this way. Right foot's coming in, your 45 degrees. Again, legs nice and strong. Arms out to your side, and this time left hand to left leg. Find your stretch, see how far down you can manage. And we're going to turn and twist and look at our right hand this time. Just open up the chest, open up the hips. Good. And relax there, nice and gently, back up to the middle. And we're going to just reverse it. So right foot's pointing out this way, left foot's coming in, and this time we're going to turn and twist our hips to face that right leg. Arms out to your side, and it's going to be your left hand that comes and reaches round to your right leg. So find the back of your hand onto the back of that right leg. Same as usual, go down as low as you can manage. And when you're comfortable, we're going to turn, twist, and look at that right hand that's facing up in the sky. You'll feel this one right in the glutes and the hips straight away. So press down the heels, stay nice and strong. On your next inhale, we're just going to twist a little bit more. Really try and open up the chest. Feel it in the glutes. Try to look past your fingertips. And gently relax there. Back up to the middle. And it's time for that left hand side. So left foot facing outwards. Right foot in your 45 degrees. We're going to turn our hips to face our left leg. Arms out to your side, and it's back of the right hand's going to hit back of the left leg. Now, and again, find your stretch, go down as low as you can manage. We're going to turn, twist, look at that left hand up in the air. On your next inhale, we're going to deepen that stretch again. So really twist, look up at past those fingertips. Keeping those legs nice and strong. Good. And gently relax there. Back to standing, back to the middle. Shake it off if you need to. Grab yourself a drink. And we're going to move on to our next one, which is our nice lunge one. So we're going to go nice and wide of our feet for this one. Right foot's going to point outwards, left foot's going to tuck in a little bit in your 45 degrees. And we're going to lunge forward onto that right foot. From here, right elbow's going to come and sit onto that right leg. And if you're happy here, your hips feel okay, you're going to stay there. If you want a bit more of a challenge, your right hand's going to go down onto the floor next to that right leg. When you get into your position, that left arm's coming up and over, trying to create a straight line from your left leg to your fingertips. Just working on the hips, opening it all up. Good. Big deep breaths in and out. And relax there, nice and gently. Back to the middle. Reverse it over. So left foot's going to face out this time. Right foot's tucking in. We're going to lunge down onto that left leg. Left arm, left elbow onto that left leg. And if you're happy here, stay here. The same again, if you want to pop your hand down and reach the floor, that is the extra challenge. And then right arm's coming up and over, trying to create that straight line all the way through your body. Opening up those hips. Good. And when you're ready, gently relax back up to standing. And that's that one done. We've got a little bit more work, and then we'll get onto the nice stretching part. So our final posing type pose is our warrior goddess. So we're going to go nice and wide with this one. Toes can come out slightly, about a 45-degree angle, but you might find it a bit comfortable to go back further. And all we're going to do is we're going to sit into the squat as deep as we possibly can, and our hands come out to the side. So sitting nice and deep, keeping that chest up, trying to keep your body as straight as possible. Just going to work the quads. And relax, so back up to standing. We're going to repeat that. There's a few different reps. And when you're ready, big inhale in, and we're going to drop down again as deep as you possibly can. Really keep the legs nice and wide. Feel it in the groins, feel it in the quads. And it's big deep breaths in. Good, and relax back up to standing. One last time, we're going to go as deep as we possibly can. So big inhale in, Drop it down as low as you can manage. Keep the knees pointing outwards. Keep the chest up. Good. We've got 5 more seconds. Some nice big deep breaths. And relax there. Back up standing, shake it out. That's our hardest part all over. And we're going to return now to a little bit of balance. So test your balance a little bit with our tree pose. So same as usual. If you want, bring your right foot into your calf, or if you can manage it, that's coming right into the thighs. Hands are going to come into the centre of your body. And from here, find something to stare at, zone out, catch your balance. When you're ready, hands are going to go and extend above your head, making yourself nice and tall. I'm going to pause here for a minute, slow the breathing down. Good. Nice and gently bring the arms back down to the chest. And release that leg. And same again on that left hand side. So either into your calf, all the way into your inner thighs if you can manage it. Hands into the centre of your body. We'll get there. Again, zone out, stare at something still, whatever you need to do. And when you're ready, arms up above your head, nice and tall. And just breathe. Good. Hands back down to the middle of your chest. And release that leg. Nice. Good work, guys. So we're in to our stretches now, and we're going to be on the floor for everything this morning. So if you get yourself down onto your knees and onto your hands, again, pillows if you need to. We're going to start with our bolster stretch, which is from here, you're going to bring your right knee up and opposite that left hand. And this is something we're going to end up holding for a minute. So if you're comfortable here and you feel it in the hips, you can stay here. If you want to deepen that stretch, that right leg is going to creep forward slightly and that left leg is going to come back a little bit. So you should feel that right in the hip flexors. So go for where you find it comfortable. Creep that right leg forward, creep that left leg back. And when you're happy with that stretch, you should feel it all through the hips. We're just going to hold it for about a minute. So it's nice, slow breathing. And just let your body relax into it. Use your hands to support you. Just going to open up the hips. Good, nice big deep breaths. Good. And we're just going to come out of that one, so shuffle that leg backwards. Lift yourself up. We're going to switch over now, so your left leg's going to go forward. So use that hand. And same again from here. You might be slightly tighter on one side. You're going to creep that left foot forward. Creep that right leg back this time until you get a stretch that you're comfortable with. And then when you're ready, same again. It's going to be about a minute. So a chance to just slow the breathing down. Nice big deep breaths. keep breathing. Perfect, and we're going to relax there. We're going to come out of this stretch. So drop both legs back. All we're going to do now is we're going to just reverse that. So we've opened up the hips. So we're going to go into a child's pose. So from here, I'm going to sit down as far onto your ankles as you can manage. From there, you can either let your head drop with your arms out in front of you, or nice and relaxing, arms go behind you. So let your body just rest, let your head hit the floor if you can manage it. We're going to release the lower back slightly, a little bit of the glutes, a little bit of the hips. So nice relaxing one. Same again. Big deep breaths in. Nice and slowly out. Good. When you're ready, we're going to come out of this. So lift your chest back up. We're going to hit the glutes now. So arms down. And we're just going to bring our right leg in between our two hands. Foot comes to the side slightly, but you can play around with it and bring it out as far as you want. And then from there, you can slide that left leg back. Just drop down into this stretch where you find it comfortable. So if you're okay here with your chest up, then stay here. If you want to make this slightly deeper and you can really feel that stretch, dropping down to our elbows. And then one step further is letting your head try and touch the floor, trying to drop that chest really into this pose. And same again, we're going to go up to a minute. So try and relax, try and let your body just hang. Slow your breathing down. Good. When you're ready, we're going to come out of this one. So lift your chest back up. You can pop onto that left leg. And we're just going to switch it out. So left leg's going to come in between your hands this time. Same again, play around with your foot positioning. And then just let your body just drop onto that stretch. And again, if you're happy here with your chest up, then you can stay here. Drop down onto your elbows if you fancy it. And then even further is letting your head hit the floor. And you might find that you're a little bit tighter on one side. Just go where it's comfortable. Because again, it's up to a minute in this stretch. Good. And we're going to relax there. So bring the chest up. Pop yourself out of that. And we're going to find ourselves sat down. So take your time. Get yourself into a seated position. What we're going to do, stay with our legs out to begin with. So in this position, legs together as much as possible. Now this one might throw up a little bit of tightness, it definitely does for me. So all we're going to do is we're going to walk our hands down our shins. as far as we can kind of manage here. Some of you might be right around your toes, some of you might be up by your knees, and that's okay. We're pressing the legs into the floor to try and keep them nice and straight. And from here, we want to let the chest drop a little bit so we hit a bit of our lower back as well. So find the position that you are comfortable with holding. And we're just going to work on that. Try and keep the toes pointed as much as possible. And this is one of them yoga poses that's great if you've got a strap, or even if you've got a dressing gown cord or something like that. Try and pull your body in and work on it. So let your head go, let your chest drop as much as possible. Good, nice and gently, we're going to come out of that. So let your body come back up, waking up the back of the hamstrings. So next up, take your time, we're going to go nice and wide this time. So still in that sat position, we're just going to make our legs nice and wide. And we're going to still aim for the same thing. So we're still hitting at the hamstrings, but we're going to hit a different hamstring this time and a different bit. So from here, you're going to walk your hands as far out as you possibly can, right into the middle of your legs. Again, you can let that chest drop a little bit, and you might find that comes down your lower back. It gives it a little bit of release as well. From here, when you inhale in, we're just going to walk our hands over to our right hand side to begin with. So some of you may get close, some of you may be able to grab onto a shin, right onto a foot, wherever you can get your deepest stretch that you're happy with. And we're just going to change that pressure over into that right hand leg. Your added extra, if you fancy it, is you can bring that left arm up and over, and that'll stretch out a little bit your back as well. But again, stay where you're comfortable, stay where you can hold it. Good, we're going to relax there, so hands are going to go back into the middle. I'm going to walk it over, I'm going to walk straight over to the left hand side this time. So again, if you can grab onto a shin, grab onto a knee, grab onto a foot, whatever it is, we're shifting that pressure over to the left hand side. Same again, if you fancy it, that right arm will come up and over, give you a bit of a side stretch as well. Good, and we're going to relax there. So come back up to sitting in the middle. And we're going to move on to our inner thighs. So bringing your feet together. If you've got a sofa or you've got a wall that you want to sit up against, you can. And all you're going to do is you're going to bring your feet in to as close to your body as you possibly can. Keep your chest up nice and tall. Grab onto your feet if you can manage it. And we're just going to let our knees try and drop to the floor. Really open up the inner thighs. And again, nice big deep breaths in. If you want to make the stretch a little bit deeper, you can pop your elbows onto your knees and add a little bit more pressure down if you want to. Completely optional. Again, still nice, big, deep breaths. Good. And we're going to relax it there. So you can release the legs. We're going to go out in front of us this time. And this time we're going to bring right knee is going to come in and it's going to cross over that left leg. Now with your left arm, you can either hug it and twist, or if you want to make it deeper, that arm goes on the opposite side of the knee. And you're going to use it for a little bit of leverage to push against. And this is going to feel more like a back stretch. But if you get the right angle and pressing your leg away, you'll feel this down your glute as well. But we're going to get the back involved slightly. So twist out as much as you can. Give your spine a little bit of love. And we're going to relax it there. So drop that right leg back down. Left leg's going to do the same now. So it's going to come up, over and across. And level one is using that right arm to hug that left leg. And if you want that deeper stretch and the elbow goes opposite, and you're going to use that leg to kind of leverage and twist out that spine. Really try and turn your chest away. Good. And we're going to relax there out of that one. Next up, we're going to go lying down now. So take your time and we're going to lay on our backs. So to start with your knees up and we're going to just drop our left leg. Now from here, what we're going to do is we're going to reach around for our right leg and lift that leg up into the sky. So a few different levels here. You can either stay here. To straighten it out, we're going to straighten that leg, or you can use your arms to kind of pull your thigh into your leg and you'll find a different stretch each time. Your third option here is just to pop your foot back and forward. This gives a little bit of nerve flossing is what it's called. And this just helps release that sciatic nerve. So again, play around with what you're comfortable with. Add in some ankle movement if you want to. Just keep control of your breathing, nice and deep. On your next inhale, you're just going to make that stretch a little bit deeper. So whether that's straightening out your leg or bringing that knee into your chest a bit more, whatever you need to do, just straighten that out a little bit more. And again, nice big deep breaths in and gently out. Good, and we're going to relax there. So bend that right leg, go find the floor. I'm going to switch it over. So left leg's going to come in. We're going to grip around the back of our thigh, straighten that leg out as much as possible. And same again, find your stretch, whether that's straightening your leg, whether that's bringing your thigh in closer to your body. An added option as well, you can do a few little ankle movements. And you might find tighter on one side, which is quite normal. So just work the stretch as much as you need to. On your next inhale, we're going to deepen that stretch. So again, straighten that leg, pull the thigh in. Good, and relax there. You can drop that leg to the ground. And our final one to finish, so our happy baby. So from here, we're going to bring both legs in. You can stay just hugging your legs if you want to, but the happy baby is reaching in between your legs, grabbing onto your feet, and just letting your body relax, opening up. You'll feel this a little bit in the groins, a little bit in the inner thighs. So grab onto your toes or your ankles or your shins if you can manage it. And again, just let your body relax into it. Let the pressure come off your back. Let your legs open up again. And breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Really slow it down. Good, and we're going to relax there. So let your legs find the floor. Take your time, and we're just going to come up to sitting. Nice. That is us done for another Friday. That is hopefully all your lower body feeling a little bit fresher. But other than that, you're free to go and enjoy the rest of your day.